Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of the Juvias foundation. Now I've had this, I want to say for like 2 months now. I just haven't gotten time to getting around filming with it, but I am sitting down today to film with it and I am really excited. I've heard super great things about this. I think Nikki Tutorials did a review on this and that is how I found out about this. So if you guys want to see all about the product, how I feel about it, pricing, description, everything like that, stay tuned, keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn your post notifications on so you are notified every time I upload, and check out my social medias. They're here on the page as well as down in the description bar. Let's get started with the video, guys. So the packaging, it comes in this really nice orange packaging, and then it has 3 different races of women on the front of it, and it has the directions here on the side, and then on the other side here is their description. So I am going to read the description on here and on the Ulta website where I purchased this from. This foundation is called the I Am Magic Radiant Long Lasting Creamy and Comfortable Foundation. It says our second skin creamy foundation offers a smooth application with a soft, natural, soft matte finish to give you flawless coverage. A great formula to even out the complexion, refine skin texture, and erase blemishes, maintaining the initial finish throughout the day. Suitable for all skin types, including sensitive and oily skin. And it says here that it is free from parabens, oils, and I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see that long word down there at the bottom, but it's free from that as well. I'm not sure what it is that means. And then on the back here, you have all the ingredients. Now, when I look at the price point for this, I did pay $20 for it. That's what it retails for at Ulta. I don't think that's necessarily a bad price point. It's about $5 more than what you would get for drugstore, because I feel like most drugstore foundations nowadays are like $14.99 and up, but I think it's a great price point. There's 42 shades, which is incredible. I've been noticing that some more foundation companies are actually putting out more than 45 shades now, which is great, but I think that this company like started that, in my opinion. So the shade that I picked up is Isla 730, which I think is like the 3rd lightest shade. When I look at the description on Ulta's website, it's the same as what is on the box, so I am not going to read that. It says here for how to use, you can apply it with a beauty sponge, synthetic makeup brush, and that's it. For the reviews, it got 3.5 stars with 502 reviews, which isn't really that good of reviews, but I'm still going to test it out to see what I think about it. Let's get into it. I'm going to open up the packaging, and when you pull it out, it's in the same color packaging as the outer packaging. It does say on the back here it's full coverage. The ingredients are on the back, and it is a squeeze tube. Make sure that when you're purchasing foundations that they are sealed. If they are not sealed, it was used, and that is gross. So I'm just going to remove this seal here, and first I'm going to go in with moisturizer. Now if you saw my Snap story, I've been doing a different primer moisturizer situation. I actually picked up this Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched face base that I have been using for my moisturizer and primer in one, and I've been testing it out for like 2-3 weeks and I really like it. So I am gonna go in with this, and we're just going to apply this all over my face. I know that this works with my other foundations because I've been using it every day for the past couple weeks, so I do have high hopes that this will work very well with the foundation. Also, you guys, don't mind my hair. I know it looks disgusting. I need to wash it, but I literally just woke up, so that's cool. So I'm gonna actually use a wet sponge for this. I'm not really a fan of using brushes for foundation. I just think it leaves like streaks, and then you have to go in with a beauty blender anyway, so I just don't have time for that. So I'm going to squeeze a little bit on my finger. As you can see, it's very thick. It's not running at all, and I don't know how much I need, so I'm just going to dot it all over my face. I am not 100% sure if this is a good shade match. I'm not very good at shade matching, but we will see. I can already tell blending it out that it's very full coverage, just like it says. I think it blends pretty well with my neck. I think I did a good job with the shade match now that I'm blending it out. I have a blemish here that we're gonna see if it can cover that up. And I do have a little bit of redness and some texture on my cheeks and on my forehead, so I'm kind of glad that I have those today just to see if this will cover it up. So right now, I think it blended out really fast, and it looks really good on the skin. Now of course that can be the primer as well, just because I never put foundation on without primer, but it looks flawless. It looks so good, you guys. And I do think it blends pretty well with my neck. It may be a little bit darker than my skin color, but I think it looks amazing. I am going to put some products over it to see how they blend. It transfers a little bit, but it's honestly not even really that sticky, so I'm wondering if it sets itself. But yeah, I'm gonna get close up as you guys can see, this is what the foundation is looking like. My pores, I feel like, are minimized. I think it is leaving like a really smooth finish on my skin. It doesn't look cakey. I think it looks really, really good. And it did say here that it was like a your skin but better type of foundation. I do think it looks pretty natural on the skin. Like I don't see like 100% matte, but I don't see 100% radiant, but you still kind of have that healthy glow in my opinion. I'm gonna go over it with some concealer, powder, and all that jazz. Now, if you guys saw my last video, you know that I tested out this Milani concealer, this Conceal and Perfect concealer, and I actually really, really liked it. I thought it was really, really good. So if you didn't see that video, make sure you guys check it out. But I am going to use this. It has like a peach undertone, which is really good for canceling out blues on your face, like for dark circles and everything like that. And I'm just gonna blend it in. I do think that the foundation really did cover up. Like I know I put some concealer here, but I think on its own, it really did cover up my blemishes. This is the first product that I will have owned from Juvia's Place. Like I don't have anything from them. Also, I apologize if you hear my boyfriend laughing in the background. I'm so sorry for you. Imagine what I deal with every day. He's watching some videos and I can hear him laughing. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't even think like you need concealer necessarily with this. I think like the foundation did such a good job covering up my blemishes. And of course, I'm not being paid to say this. This is all like my own opinion. And also the concealer blended really nicely over top of it. I'm impressed, you guys. I think for $20, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So I'm gonna go in with some powder. I'm just gonna use this Maybelline Fit Me powder. I've been really liking this powder. This, the Too Faced E3 and the Laura Mercier are like my go-tos. And I got the color Fair, and we're just going to set the face. It's not really that sticky. I don't think you need to set it, but just because I have oily skin, I am going to set it. And I'm gonna start with the eyes, just so that way we can minimize any creasing. And I'm going to set my whole face, and then I will be right back. All right, you guys, so I am back. I just powdered my face. Again, I'm going to lower the brightness a little bit. I don't have my other beauty lights on, so that's why the lighting looks a little bit different in this video, but this is what it's looking like. It doesn't look powdery. The little bit of stickiness that was there went away now that I've powdered it, but I do think it looks super flawless, and I'm into it. I'm here for it. I'm living for it. I think this is great so far. I'm going to do like my bronzer, my blush, my highlight off camera, and I will be right back. All right, you guys, so I am back. I did my brows, my bronzer, my blush, my contour, my bronzer, everything, my highlight, everything off camera, and I did turn my other lights on just so you guys know. That's why the lighting looks so much better. But yo, you guys, I think Juvia's Place killed it. Like everything blended so evenly and so nice over top of the foundation. I don't see any patchiness with like the bronzer, the blush, the highlight. I don't see any of that. On my nose, like you can see, here's my highlight. Sometimes when I put highlighter on my nose over top of certain foundations, the foundation will like come off. That did not happen. Same here. It didn't happen there. I actually want to do something different. I'm gonna go to Ulta's website and I'm going to read people's reviews, and I'm going to like see if I agree or disagree with their reviews. So like the first review here that I'm reading, this was actually from the 5th, so 2 days ago from filming this video. They said it's not as full coverage as Nikki Tutorials made it seem. I don't think it needs to be any more full coverage. That is just my honest opinion. I think it looks great. I think the coverage is there. Sometimes I feel like with foundations that are just way over the top, sometimes I just feel like they're hard to blend and it's just like not a good combination. You know what I mean? So I think that the amount of full coverage this is like a perfect amount. Somebody said it breaks apart on their skin. I'm not going to be doing an all day wear test in this video, but I will be sure to let you guys know on like my Instagram and my Snapchat if that does happen. Somebody said here that it settles into their fine lines and it transfers like wet paint. So when I blended mine out, it didn't transfer really like on my hands. Like I touched it and it was barely sticky. Like, you know, there's some foundations that you touch and they're sticky and you're like, oh no, we need to set that. I didn't feel that with this foundation. And like, here's my hands like right now. You can see I'm like touching my skin hard and there's literally nothing on my hands. So I don't agree with that review. They said that this person said when they start to sweat, the foundation melts off. I'm wondering maybe like, was it their setting powder? Did their setting powder not set it enough? I will keep you guys up to date on that because where I work, I'm always sweating and I don't wear makeup to the gym. However, like when I leave work and go to the gym, I might forget to take it off. So I will keep you guys updated on that. Somebody else says it feels great on the skin. I would agree with it. Somebody else says it's gorgeous. They love it. They said there's no flashback, which is great because, you know, as a female or a male in makeup, you know, when you're constantly taking pictures, especially if you're like a beauty guru, you're taking pictures all the time, you know, like you don't want any flashback. Like it's gonna ruin your picture. It's gonna make you look washed out. And it's nice that there are foundations that don't do that. This review says when you look in the mirror after putting this foundation on, you look a bit yucky. I think I look great with the foundation on. I think my skin, let me correct that. I don't think I look great. I think my skin looks great. I don't think I look yucky at all, honestly. Some people say it breaks your skin out. I will let you guys know if that happens to me. Somebody reviewed this with 3 stars and said it was the worst foundation that they've tried. So the only positive thing they say about the foundation is that the match that they picked up was their perfect match. But everything else, I don't really agree with it. Another one says it's very dry. Well, matte foundations do tend to be dry. I think certain dry skins can pull off matte foundations, but I would never suggest for somebody who's severely dry to try a matte foundation. You should probably just stick with luminous foundations or like a natural finish. I do have very oily skin, so I don't think this will be drying on me. However, I do think that it will be drying on blemishes because, you know, blemish spots, they dry out. It's a thing. I think any foundation that's matte is going to dry out over top of blemishes. Somebody said it's sweat proof, flawless airbrushed effect. I would agree with that. Someone here said the foundation got darker as the day progressed. I don't really see any oxidation happening for myself. Somebody says it separates on your face. I don't see any separation. And they said that they used the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, which you guys know was my go-to primer. So I will keep you updated on that. I will try it with that primer. But yeah, basically a lot of people are just saying it settles into fine lines, looks cakey, looks heavy. Here it says it's not for oily skin. It says, well, it just says it's not great on the T-zone. But yeah, there is definitely a mixture between either love it or hate it. There's not really an in-between, I'm noticing with the reviews, but you know, everybody's skin is different. Everybody's skin is going to react differently. You know, what works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me. That's just the beauty of makeup and foundation. We're all so different. But for those of you who have, you know, skin similar to me that is very oily, I would say to pick this up. I think it's great. I really don't have any complaints about it, to be honest with you guys. And you guys know, like, I would tell you the truth. I don't care, you know, if it's a high-end brand or a drugstore brand. If I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you that it sucks, and I don't really care. But when I tell you I like something, I like it. And I am going to keep wearing this foundation 100%. And I will keep you guys updated on, you know, the wear throughout like working and everything like that. But yeah, so I really do recommend this drugstore foundation. If you are dry, I would say probably to like heavily exfoliate before you wear it. It is matte, but then again, I also did put a powder on when I used to have severely dry skin actually, but I wouldn't use a setting powder oftentimes when I wore foundation because my skin was so dry, and setting it is going to take out that dewy luminous effect. If you have dry skin and you decide to try this, I would say not to set it. Maybe just set the places where you put concealer. But other than that, I think it's great. Great coverage. It blends very easily. I didn't try to build it up, but I would think that this is buildable just because it's not really looking cakey on the first try. I think the shade match worked really well for me. I think the price point for $20 is great. You do get 1 fluid ounce, which is very standard for all foundations. So yeah, if you guys pick this up, let me know how you like it. Like I said, you can get it at Ulta, you can get it on Juvias Place's website, and I think that's it. I don't really know where else you can pick this up, but huge congratulations to Juvias Place for launching this. I believe this is their first foundation, and they hit it off. They did such a great job. All right, you guys, so that is it for today's video. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, turn your notifications on, and check out my social media links. They're linked down in the description bar, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!